Man, hi guys, welcome to my vlog. I mean, welcome to my channel. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've just, been crazy busy with my new project. I watch a lot of those actually.
So
This is so good. Okay, we should start it like that though.
I mean, should we just
Okay.
rename us to Three Basic Chicks?
Three basic white chicks.
Oh no.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. No,
Is that
we're
better?
fine.
Is that better?
Yeah, that actually
Oh,
is
that
good.
sounds really good.
Okay,
Yeah, it does.
that sounds much
Does mine
better
sound
to
like
me.
crap?
No, you sound
These
great.
headphones are like $200, so I better have a freaking good mic.
Wow.
They're not mine. They're not mine. Police officer, they're not mine. They're really not.
Ooh.
Hey guys,
Okay, you ready?
I got my little outline here, and I'm ready to go.
I kind of wrote some stuff down.
I didn't write anything down, but I came up with the question, so.
Oh, going down. Watch.
Okay.
Okay,
Is that a good
so
one?
welcome to viewers of this, whatever this is,
Great, yeah.
the Adam Sisters Show. I'm Sarah. I'm the eldest sister. And we're going to have some fun talking about names. What is in a name? Do you know what that's from?
Romeo and Juliet,
Shakespeare.
the worst one.
Freshman year, guys.
It
We
really
all
is
have to
the
read
worst,
that.
though.
It is. I think it's satire. I think it's actually satire.
Yeah, that's what I suggested. My teacher was like, "That's just no."
No, why not?
I know. I'm like,
that's
that's
crazy.
Pretty sure it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Why I had to write that.
Yeah,
So, on with that, let's introduce ourselves really quick. So, hey, Claire.
Hey
Who are
guys.
you?
Well, I like to call myself Claire. Most people do. I live on a little island of Hawaii within the Hawaiian island chain, and I work as a manager at a health food store, and I do freelance floral. That's me.
Snap.
Welcome, Claire.
Snaps.
Thank you guys.
Okay. Erica.
Oh, what's up, guys? This is my channel. So I'm Erica, and I currently live in Wyoming, which I know has a stigma, but it's actually called the Equality State because, guys, they were the first. Like when they were becoming a state, they were like, no, we can only be a state if women are still allowed to vote. So pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm working at an insurance agency and going to school. I have a cubicle and everything. I'm so fancy. Oh.
Hi, Erica. Welcome.
Hey, Sarah. Tell us about
Hey.
yourself.
Hi. So, I'm Sarah, and I'm the eldest sister, like I said, and I live in Utah, or however you want to pronounce it. Hey, watch it.
I said ooh.
And I'm a cosmetic chemist. So,
Ooh, hi,
take that for
Sarah.
what it is.
Hi, Sarah.
Talk
Oh, by the
about
way,
it.
Claire's the middle child. Well, yeah, and Erica, myself, is the youngest. We also have a brother. That's important.
Yes. It is very
He'll come
important.
in later. Cue Jeff. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I was like, when should we include him? I figured he didn't want to talk about this, but you never know. We'll see.
He's got something interesting
He'll be
to
our
say
special
about.
guest.
Yes.
He'll be kind of our secret weapon. We just pop out sometimes.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Anyway, today we're going to discuss about names and how we feel about ours and how they're tied to our identity, our very fiber of our being. After that, we'll have a quick show and tell, which may be a book or an object or an idea we are currently obsessed with. So, on with our show.
Yeah.
How's that for an intro?
Crushed it.
Nailed it. Okay, so who wants to go first? What does your name mean?
I'll go.
Go.
I'll go first. My name, Claire, means light, bright, and clear.
Heck yeah.
What's
Do you
your
know
name
its
mean, Erica?
origin?
Oh, yeah, what's the origin?
Latin, but it's
That's what it.
Okay.
it's popular in France. So, its origin, like, how did I end up with this name?
No, it's that.
Okay, French. I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Erica.
Okay, so my name in a few different cultures, but mostly like Norwegian. And also, yeah, anyway. So it actually means like ruler of all or eternal ruler. Or honor ruler. That's what it means like in German. But yeah, it's pretty strong. I think Dad always said it was from Eric the Red, but I know that's not true.
That sounds legit.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I like the meaning. It makes me feel strong.
So
Sarah.
my name's Sarah, which is princess. So I had princess stuff growing up. But it's Hebrew. So, one of the OG Bible names.
Oh,
Get it, girl.
I think it's important to point out how your guys' names are spelled, because I know Erica's very adamant about that one.
Oh, yes, I am. Okay. Erika, guys.
K.
Not with CK. Not with the C. Just one K. Make it simple. Make it kind of cool. Mom and Dad wanted to make it German. I don't know. So, yeah.
I think it was closer to the actual, like, Norwegian spelling.
Yeah.
Like the Erics are usually K.
Yeah, but I've also seen, like, I think in Norse culture as well, it's with a C. And apparently that's closer to, like, the flower meaning or something. I don't know. I was reading about it. It's weird. But, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But K's are important. Not too many of
And
them.
mine is spelled with the H. Sarah with the H, not without the H. I have a very strong feeling about Sarah's without the H.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
feeling
just
we'll
kidding.
discuss that later in the show.
Well, Claire, yours is with an E. People always try to spell it without
I
me.
guess so,
That's
yeah.
true.
CLAIR.
Claire, like
E.
what? Claire, I don't know.
I know.
I
Sometimes
is a
people
game
try to spell
changer.
it. People spell it without the I guess. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
that just looks weird.
I know.
Something about the way it looks too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
It's
if a
true.
3-year-old spelled my name, it'd be like, Claire. I don't know.
I'm sure you could be really alternative and get into numerology and see which spelling is
Oh,
actually
yeah.
preferred.
Oh, yeah. Mhm. Not that kind of show, I guess.
But okay, Claire, how do you feel like Claires usually are? Like, how has the name molded you as a person?
Well, I do feel like my name suits me. It's kind of like, I mean, it means like light, airy, and I feel like I'm obviously light, like a fair skin and stuff, but I feel like that's kind of my general attitude is kind of light and levity, and I'm just kind of like, oh, whatever, I'm Claire, I'm just floating about. You're laughing because it's true,
It's
right?
true.
Oh.
It's really true.
Except when I'm angry, then I'm not Claire anymore. Then I'm mad Claire. But yeah, I do feel like it suits me, but I don't have much to compare it to, as we'll talk about later. Like, not many. I don't know any Claires, so I feel like I'm a pretty good Claire. Being
Well,
the only.
actually, in Spanish, when you talk about having like blue eyes, I think it's like the word for clear, like clear eyes.
Oh, really?
yeah, like claro. Claire? I think,
Yeah,
I don't
so
know.
Fair.
Don't quote
I'm
me on
like
that.
fair. Yeah, we'll have to go fact check afterwards. Have another follow up video on that.
Like,
Probably.
we were wrong about so many things. Sorry,
It's
guys.
okay. We can have an air video.
There you
about
go.
All the things we got wrong in the other video.
Thinking about that.
It'll be great.
Okay. Yeah, light, airy, fair. I like the name.
Claire.
It's French. I don't know. Some people think I look French. I don't know what
you're-
that means.
You're
But
Claire the Fairy. That's what I feel
yeah,
about you.
there you go. I'm the Claire Fairy. There you go. Yeah. What about you, Erica? Erica, ruler of all.
I don't know. Like, it's a pretty, I feel like the K in it kind of makes it a stronger name in some ways, but I appreciate it. I feel like I've always had a level of confidence about it. I don't know, like Matt was just saying today that it just sounds like a very free name. Like I'm kind of just wild and free, and I'm like, I like it. Okay. And I don't know, I feel like it's hard to say how much your name models like affects you. I feel
Right.
I don't know.
It's like which came first, the chicken or the egg, right?
Yeah, it's like if I had the name Becky, maybe I'd be exactly the same.
Don't be a
I
Becky.
know the
Do
Beckys
not
out
be a
there.
Becky.
Becky's are fine. Some people
No,
think
Beyonce's like Becky. Like she talks about Becky, and like Becky's not fine. She's not okay.
What?
Oh, on her new album.
Yeah.
No, Becky with the hair, is that her? No, that's someone else. I don't know who Becky is.
There's someone Becky that I think Beyonce doesn't like. So
Sorry to all the Beckys, but Beyonce don't like you. So
I don't know.
I could be
Okay.
getting all this wrong. I hear
Yeah,
things and then I
fact
just assume I
check.
know.
We'll check that later. Anyway, yeah. What about you, Sarah?
See, that's where it's kind of weird because it's like I feel like Sarah is such a generic name. It's like Mary. I don't know. Like I feel like
Yeah.
yeah.
But I feel
Had
like
a lot to
always,
work with.
like fit you. I feel like you kind of always owned it in a way that like not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it doesn't like hearing it. It doesn't make me like so many other people's are like are named Sarah. It's like Sarah, like my Sarah. I feel like you own
Yeah.
the name.
I know so many people with the name Sarah, but yeah, it's like I don't think of you in that pool of Sarahs. You're like your own like breed of Sarah.
I'm Sarah with
Yeah.
an H.
Yeah, with
Mother
an
with an
H. Yo,
I do feel like Sarah's, do have to kind of differentiate themselves from other Sarahs. I think that's true with anyone with a very common name, though.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's a bit of like our identity gets lost a little bit. I feel like
At least it's-
that so many other people are saying.
At least it's not like Brienne, where like in order to differentiate yourself, you have to spell it like a billion different ways. Like I'm Bree spelled like BR silent HKAEI. Does that make sense? I don't
That's
know.
just weird spelling, Erica. There's Erica.
Erica.
ER like YKA, which actually kind of cool.
Spe-
but-
Speaking of which, is their whole Mormon factor of like we have the most normal names, I think, of any other Mormons I've met.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh
There's
my gosh.
I don't know. It's like weird names where like it's supposed to be with a P, not like Preston. I'm not counting Preston. But you know what I'm talking about? Like there's names that are supposed to sound Brian, but then all of a sudden they like throw in some random letter, and then it becomes this whole different monster. You're
Yeah.
like, what?
I
Guys,
realized I
guys,
thought
my
this was a
brother-
subject of.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway.
Name spellings is like a whole nother video. Just how people differentiate names, how do they spell their name? That's like
Well, what do you think like the idea behind that though? Like, why spell it different?
originality, maybe?
I
Like
really think that's what it is.
like your name like being your own identity. You don't want to be in a pool of all these other people and all the connotations that come with that. You want your own identity. You want to pave your own trail as a Ryan spelt with an H. My brother-in-law, his name is Ryan spelt with an H. Guess
Wait,
where
I'll
it
explain
is?
that.
Guess
Where is
where
it?
the H is. Just guess.
At the end.
It's
Yeah, I'm gonna say at the end.
RHYMA. YAN.
I was like, NA.
No, sorry. Yeah, no. There's me in spelling. That'll come up again.
You know what? NA is a good name for a kid. You can do like not applicable, and they just put NA on everything. They don't have a first name.
That's in Hawaii. Nane is a name, and most people go by like non, or
Oh.
I don't know anybody that goes by just NA, but
That's
I'm sure
interesting.
somebody does because Nane is a name.
I'm sure that's
Or
yeah.
not-
it's probably
not
harder when
A,
you're from
not
other
A.
cultures.
NEE, Nane. I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting.
Mhm. And then how do we feel about our middle names? Because like my middle name's Elizabeth, which I think it has more of the family, like a family thing with it. Because great grandma was Elizabeth, which is great. But I don't know.
Feeling
They don't really think about it.
Don't
I
you
know.
lie.
I know. I always was jealous of Sarah's middle name, and then Mom gave
Yeah.
you and I a big old fat meh for a middle name, right?
Well, okay, it's so much. Anne, so that's Anne's my middle name. That's
And
Anna,
Anna.
by the way. But yeah, Anne and Anna. And for me, it was so meh And people have that. Like whoever's listening probably right now probably has that middle name.
Yeah,
But,
right.
Like it was so meh that I remember. I think it was once I was 12. Like I found out that I had been spelling it wrong. Like my entire life. I was like, Mom, there's not an E at my name at the end of my name, right? And she's like,
No.
Wait, there isn't?
No, there is, but I thought that there was.
Okay.
I forgot
Ann
what
Adams.
I thought I was Anne for a while. In my adult life, I was like, wait, am I the Anne or am I the Anna?
It's almost like they
I
got lazy.
forgot, guys.
They're like, just
I just
name
forgot.
it.
I
I'll
don't
tell you
care
how
about
I
it.
remember.
What?
Okay, I remember because Claire has one syllable basically, and then it's Anna. And I think Mom wanted to call you Claire Anna or Claire Ann for a little bit too.
Ugh.
Pretty cute.
Talk about
Yeah,
Mormon
I think
names.
for like
There's
2
one.
minutes. 2 minutes on your birth certificate. I'm pretty sure
I
that's
was-
what it said.
It was Clara.
Was that before Claire?
Clara. Yeah.
After?
I think it was. So it was Clara. Oh, maybe it was Anne. I don't know now.
You stole my friggin'
You were
middle name.
figuring that crap out. I don't know what kind of drugs they had Mom on when they gave birth to me, but
Drugs. You don't remember the story?
oh, she didn't get an epidural, but she had
Any of
drugs.
them.
She
Oh,
had
yeah, that's
drugs.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And then Erica has 3 syllables and then one syllable on your.
why did you feel like it was so important to remember a middle name, Sarah? That's impressive.
I don't even remember my
'cause-
name.
Mom,
I misspelled Jeffrey's name for so long, and I felt
I
so
still-
bad.
I still, like mess up the R-E-Y or the E-R-Y.
Yeah, I just remember
So-
it's Rey, which is like king in Spanish.
Yeah.
El
Wow.
Rey.
You really just spent Spanish on so many things.
I could see like a notebook where you're like writing all these things down, how to remember all of our names. Jeffrey, Ray.
I obviously, as a
3
young
syllables
kid, I could
plus
see you
one.
doing that.
Like, yeah. Where's the secret
I won't
notebook,
divulge my
Sarah?
secrets.
Guys, I think we got off. What's the next
Okay,
question?
yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How many people have the same name as you that you know? And how do you feel about them?
All right,
It's pretty
Sarah.
mean, honestly.
You go, yeah.
This could be a form of
Yeah,
bullying.
kind
Be
of
careful.
gonna. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm going to have some straight up disclaimers down here with people's. Yeah, no. Sarah, go ahead while I get warmed up
Okay.
on this.
So once I was in a class with 10 Sarahs in high school.
No, that's not real. 10.
That's crazy.
Like at least 7. I'm probably
10
it's
out
a
of
bit of
what?
hyperbole.
Out of 30?
Out of like 20 kids in the class.
Oh,
That's
my
not
God.
real.
Like,
most
Could be
of the
that many
girls-
Sarahs.
50% Sarah.
I think
That's
the majority of the girls were Sarahs actually in that class. I mean, there was like boys too, but
Wow. And how did that
And-
make you feel?
I felt like it was okay because like they were all in their own group and I was in my group, and so I was the only Sarah in my group, so that was helpful.
So you're like ignoring all the other Sarahs around
I'm like
you.
other Sarahs, I do not care.
This bubble. This is my Sarah bubble. Back off. Let's see.
Yeah. But then I had a whole like I've always had issues with like work and school with people having my same name down to the Adams part of it.
What? Are
Did
you
I
serious?
tell you guys about that?
No.
like, at work-
Yeah, you did tell me about that.
Yeah, at work it's because I'm Sarah Snow now, which is a cool name. Sarah Adams was pretty cool too, but
You sound like a superhero. It's fine.
Yeah.
yeah, Sarah Snow and like Emma Frost.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and she like they gave her my email address. And
Oh my
I'm still
gosh.
using it. She's like, yes, I've changed my
Jeez.
name, but what would you guys would have done if I didn't change my name?
Just Sarah
So
saying.
confusing. I know.
Sarah.
It's so, like, so anyway, yeah, that's kind of the thing about being a Sarah. What about Erica? I don't think you've met too many Ericas.
I haven't. I feel like I've met like 2 Ericas, and I've never been friends with any of them. I don't know. I feel like all the Ericas I've met are very different from me. So I don't know. I don't know. That could go against the whole like, names molding you. But I also haven't gotten to know them very well, so I don't really know. So I honestly can't say anything.
Wow. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of similar. Like, I've only known like one other Claire. I didn't even know her. Like I would hear people talk about in high school. In my adult life, I've never encountered another Claire. We're like
It's not like it's an
extinct.
uncommon name.
Well, that's how I feel about your name. I know.
Exactly.
I know Erica's. I know when my sister-in-law is Erica, and it's funny when I talk to my husband. When I talk to my husband, I was like, oh, Erica, this and this, and he's like, which one? And it's like, because I differentiate you guys in my brain. I'm like, you're totally different Ericas. You guys both have a K, by the way. So, but it's more normal in Mexico to spell it with a C. Anyways, fun fact. But she has it with K. Yeah, but I totally differentiate you guys as Ericas. Like I don't know. So I don't even bother to say Erica Adams or whatever your name is now. And Erica Greenleaf. Yeah, I don't know. But you guys, I both refer to you as my sister. Anyways, yeah. So I didn't know. I only in high school there was only like one other Claire in my whole school, and I don't think I ever even met her.
I knew her actually. I knew her.
Okay.
Yeah, she was in my German class. Or she was
Cool.
like, yeah. She was different.
Well, yeah, so only one other Claire, so I don't have any experiences with that. But I have to say, I really like being the only Claire. I think in high school, or in elementary, I don't know why, I wish there was another Claire, just so my name didn't feel so weird and like an old lady. And where I work now, people are like, that's an old name. And I'm like, shut up. I'm like, yeah. He's like, not many people have that name. I'm like, yeah, because most of them are dead by now. So
it's fine. You know what? Forget the haters.
But yeah, no, I don't have any. I don't know if I feel any particular way about not having anybody with the same first name. I don't know, but yeah, there's nobody, so there's no way to feel about it.
Yeah.
So
the opposite of Sarah's problem.
Well, yes, but you guys have a different problem than I do, in which all of us, mom, dad, myself included, all called you guys by the wrong name.
Yes.
So we call Claire Erica and Erica Claire. So you want to talk about that a bit? Because I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I would love to talk about that. So first off, I was a very emotional child. Well, I'm just an emotional person, but like especially as a child. So I feel like when I was called by a different name, it was like my whole world was exploding. It was like my mother doesn't know who I am. She just she just puts me in the same category as Claire, which isn't bad because I loved you and you were my role model. But like puts me, like we're the same person. We're interchangeable. I'm human. Like I think still to this day, if mom calls me Claire, I just give her a look. Like I feel that. You do. Especially as a kid, I remember I would get so mad about it. So mad.
I don't know. It used to bother me until I realized that's like the most like eternal truth in families is that the mom will call out every single name until they get like whoever's attention they're trying to get. Like here in the Greenleaf family, there's so many names, so many different people. And my mother-in-law is very scatterbrained. I love her so much, but she'll go off. She'll start naming like dead pets and stuff. Like Trixie. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I think it used to bother me. Like, don't you care enough to call me by the name you gave me? And then I realized it's just everybody. Every mom does that. Maybe when I become a mom, I'll be like, oh, okay.
Well, and then also being
it was a little different. You and me. It wasn't like mom would list off all the names of the family and they'd be like, oh, so and so Jeffrey.
Well, she does that.
Yeah,
she does that to me all the time.
It was a very.
Sarah. Just go.
It was a very unique thing, her calling us Erica and Claire, because it was like more, I don't know, specific almost. And sometimes
personal.
Like she would be looking me right in the eye and be like, Erica, and I'm like, Mom. And I learned to answer to it sometimes too, because I'm just like, and I don't know, yeah.
And then we just had a dad who just gave up on a little bit and called us Clarica. Which worked, I guess, but we hated it.
I think you hate it more, a little more. The girls.
Or the girls.
I'll take the girls. I'll take the girls over Clarica any day.
Well,
or Erica, yeah.
I'm sorry, does my name offend you? Okay. Anyway, but I remember I don't know, it just bugged me so much. So freaking much. And then also, I think us being only 2 years apart really added on to that.
doesn't.
Already, I feel like as children, we felt like this such a need to be like different from each other.
Separate, yeah.
And that, anyway, yeah. So I think every kid goes through that, but like for us especially, it was really bad.
Q, do you want to build a snowman right now? So
Yeah. Love me.
No, and that's kind of what we're talking about. Identity. I think, especially growing up, like you're kind of hashing out your own identity, and that has a huge part to do then. That's where that frustration comes. It's like, I am my own person. And so much mom and dad would kind of like put us in this group, girls, you know? And so when they couldn't just give us
an individual.
I remember you saying that all the time, even when you were younger, just like always saying that. Like, Mom, I am an individual. Like,
oh my gosh. This making there's a book. I think it's Bless the Beast and Children. Did you guys ever read that book in high school?
No.
So there's two like siblings in it. So it's like a Lord of the Flies except much less violent.
Okay.
Ew. And it's actually kind of ironic that you're wearing a buffalo hat, Erica, because they're kind of obsessed about this dead buffalo.
That'd be me.
Sounding more familiar, actually. Is that weird?
Yeah. So there's two kids, and so they're siblings in this big group of other boys, and they're called Lally 1 and Lally 2 because Lally's their last name. So I always like identified you guys.
No, that's
thing 1 and thing 2. Guys,
no, but that's basically it. It's like they were trying to differentiate their identities, but everyone was like, "You guys are the same person." Guys,
in China, like in like rural areas and like farm areas, I think it was Kaylani who told me this actually. In the rural farm areas, they don't like name their children; they number them. I'm not making this up.
Fact check.
We'll have to come back in the air video.
It sounds a little racist.
Racist? I heard this from a person who lived in China.
Okay,
in
maybe.
a rural area.
I have to ask my friend. I have another friend from rural China.
Okay.
I also have a friend from rural China.
Okay, guys, let's all go and we'll check that afterwards.
Well, he moved when he was like 2, so he won't remember it.
Okay.
But anyway.
So, and I was thinking we should talk about this, but maybe we shouldn't, about like names that I automatically have kind of like a hatred for.
Claire wants to talk about
anything.
Okay.
Anything.
I don't. A dislike.
Anything with a B. Anything that starts with a B.
I know, really.
I had, guys, track record. I'm telling you, 50% of Breeze. I don't know, man. I'm going to have to edit this out, but no, I don't know.
Let's
Bees.
Yeah, all the Breeze are gone.
50. I'm going to give the Breeze 50. I'm going to give them 50% of them are okay people. I can hang out with them on the weekends, maybe. But any other girls with a name that starts with a B, I have like awful experiences with, and I hate that. But just think about it. I
don't know. Like if we're editing this out, I'm gonna say stuff. But like I remember we always talked about how we hated the name Brittany, like freaking hated it, right? I actually have a friend whose name is Brittany, and we call her Brit though, and she's like made the name sound not as bad to me because she's so cool. But
we all
I don't know.
These.
I feel like people could do that. And if we're editing this out again, I would talk about Chads because it's real, guys.
Chads. No, that's eternal. That is all across the board.
No. So I remember once.
Chads.
If we're getting this out, honestly, we can't even leave it. This guy was a douche. So basically, I remember this guy named Chad, as a teenager, still am. It's pretty young, but still, he came to my DMs, right? And I was like, okay, you know what? His name's Chad, but I'll give him a chance because I'm not a jerk.
No.
He was the worst. And intelligent and deep, and then once I hung out with him, I'm like, just want to make out with me. Bye.
Chad. It's like a universal thing. Isn't that crazy? It's like they're almost real. They almost have this feeling to live up to the expectations. Oh my gosh.
Honestly,
is it really a name that makes the person, Yeah. If I name my child Chad, am I cursing them?
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
I gave someone the benefit of the doubt, and you know what? It was,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
yeah, we can
I
edit
feel
that
like
out.
all the names I don't like are so specific, so I can't mention.
You don't like a lot of these. Sarah.
Hey, watch it.
You're
I love
selective. That's a
people.
good
I love
thing.
them.
Yeah.
You can edit it out. It's fine. You have power.
Oh. This is the Addams sisters raw.
This will only be for close family and friends. This part.
Well, anyway, let's talk
Wait.
about feminist issues.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about why we chose to change our surname / whole name or not.
Mhm.
Take that for what it's worth. I'll talk about what my thinking was. Although Claire got married first, so I think we should let her start.
No,
Yeah.
go ahead. You got an original thought. Let's do it. Roll with it.
No, so I mean,
Okay.
it's been really complicated from like a professional standpoint to change my name because like everyone knows me already. Sarah Elizabeth Adams, the classiest, most old-fashioned name you've ever heard.
It's so cute. It's fine.
It is. It's solid.
Yeah, but it's also like I don't know. It's kind of nice because like changing my name to me was kind of like, oh, we're starting this new family, and traditionally we take the man's name. I mean, I'm sure if I really would have pushed it, Preston maybe would have changed his name, but I'm good. I don't want to. But besides, I knew Sarah Snow was now open because the Sarah Snow I knew got married, so I had her blessing.
I will take your place.
Okay. And then the other Sarah Adams was probably relieved too until she gets married. I hope she doesn't
Oh my
marry
gosh.
Christian's brother. That would be a wreck.
That would be so amazing. Oh my gosh.
If she
I would
married
die. Yeah, no, it would be so funny. Except I would
Yeah.
like it would drive me absolutely crazy.
Yeah, everybody too. It's like, oh, Sarah this. Which Sarah? Sarah Snow. Which Sarah Snow? Like,
Guys, we're also a dating service, and we match people up. If you're noticing,
Yeah.
we're matchmakers as well.
based on people's names. Like,
Yeah.
you'll fit this person because of such and such last name. Yeah.
I hope not. I really hope not.
And I did
Just
choose to
curious.
make my last name middle name. So
I did.
Adams is now my middle name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Anything else further on that? Like more, I don't know, like what did you feel like you were going to lose from it? Like what were the cons to you? Were there cons to you while you were doing it? Like
Oh,
deciding to change your name?
yeah. I mean,
How did it
losing
outweigh
my
it?
identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Just
mom and dad
wondering.
always call me Dr. Adams, and they still do. So I'll have to repeat if I ever go to medical school.
Yeah.
Make everyone happy.
There you go.
Adams is definitely a doctor name.
It is. It is.
Anyway,
Even
Claire.
if you don't. Okay.
sorry.
So when I got married, paving the way for us as not just kidding.
True.
Hey, 3 years in a row, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Clockwork, guys.
Wow.
Parents just got rid of us.
And we all got married in the summer, like pretty close to each other. Or I guess you're
I got
technically
married in
fall.
the fall.
Yeah, I think it's fall. September is still somewhere in
It's
line.
like count as
August?
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyways, our anniversaries are all right close to each other, so hopefully we won't forget them. Anyways, so when I was getting married, like, I didn't put too much thought into it when we were getting married, because all I was thinking about was marrying this super handsome guy, and I wasn't thinking about anything else. But when it got down to like doing, like, we're married, we're all good, we have our marriage certificate, I think I thought about it for a second. We were filling out our marriage certificate because they're like,
You're
what
like-
name do you want on it? And I'm like, Claire Greenleaf, I guess. Like, that sounds about that's traditional. We're getting married. We're traditional people generally, so I don't know. Anyways, but then when it got to the point where I had to like renew my social security card and all my information, my license, like all this stuff, I was writing down Claire Greenleaf, and I'm like, like kind of, that's kind of new. That's weird. It's like, oh, this is different. But I knew I wasn't ready to, I knew I was like ready to take on Greenleaf. I was like, I'm a part of this family. I have been for over a year. Like, these people are my Hanai, like my Ohana. And so they like I knew I was a Greenleaf. Like I was ready to take that Greenleaf name, but I was not ready to let go of Adams. Like Claire Adams, like I love my name. I've always loved my name. Like it's such a solid, like a sturdy name, like something you would see on like a cast iron machine, like built in the 1800s. like I feel that way about all of our names. Like Adams, I think of like Adams peanut butter, just like something solid and like eternal. I don't know. So I was not ready.
Peanut butter's eternal. I like that.
I don't know. Peanut butter. No, the logo. I think of the logo. Okay, maybe that makes sense.
And just a quick note, we're not related to Adam's peanut butter. So as far as I know.
Disclaimer. But and not just like I wasn't ready to let go of Adams because I was used to it, but because I identified with it. Like I really did. Like growing up as an Adams, it was something as strong and eternal as cast iron. Like I just think cast iron. Is that weird? When I think of Adams, I think of one of Dad's big old ancient machines, and just with like Adams just like stamped into it, something strong and really cool. Which it means something to be an Adams. So we always grew up hearing that and living it. I always felt that way. I don't know if you guys feel, I definitely feel that way. Like it's not just kind of like a wishy-washy thing. To be an Adams is to be an Adams, which when you guys would say I was like a flock, which is moms.
I know. I'm so sorry.
You guys would say you're kind of like a flock.
I knew
like,
that was gonna come
moms.
up.
It is. Oh, here it is. It's coming. I'm spilling this big old hot steaming mess all okay. But mom's maiden name, Flock, you would say you're not really like an Adams so much as you are a flock, because I'm different. I'm definitely physically different from you guys. I'm like kind of petite and I'm a little rent. So
you're not a rent.
A little bit, guys. So when you call me a flock, I would definitely take it personally.
No, it was just because you look so much like Grandma.
Yeah, I looked at a picture of Grandma White.
Yeah, you look just
Grandma
like her.
Fox. I didn't realize it. I showed it to my Greenleaf family, and they're like, "Whoa, that girl looks just like you." I'm like, "What? Oh my gosh!"
Why? It wasn't temperament or anything. It was just like you look so much like Mom.
But yeah, that is true.
Great grandma.
But the idea, yes, which is why if I wasn't Claire, I would be Elizabeth. Sorry, Sarah, I have to steal your middle name.
It's okay. I'm totally okay with that.
I guess it was Lizzie, Claire. I could see it.
I could live that.
Sorry, Sarah.
Anyways, so back to a name, being at Adams is something, and so I wasn't ready to let go. I'm not done being at Adams, and I don't think I ever will be, and I never want to be done being at Adams. That'll always be a part of me. And so I like, and in retrospect, I really like the idea, and I think this is the most equal and best system of hyphenated names. Like that's not like a new idea. Like I know in Mexico, and I think most Latin cultures, they do have hyphenated names. They'll generally like refer to the person by one name, the father's name. But I mean, that's like the most equal thing, because it's not just like I'm being consumed by this Greenleaf family, which I was. It's a new part of me. Like I'm taking it in. And the same way that Shem, my husband, is taking on Adams, and it's different because for geological reasons, we're not close to the Adams family, so he hasn't really had the opportunity to kind of learn and really become and be adopted by our family. But I think that's the most logical thing, is hyphenated names, even though our culture isn't set up for that, which I think kind of signals towards it's like the cultural, things and kind of coming back to feminism, that kind of reflects in what our government and all our stupid paperwork is set up for, which isn't hyphenated names, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That's something that's kind of the biggest point I've been coming to thinking about this whole subject, is that, like
mm-hmm.
what are the cultural causes and or repercussions of taking one name over the other. So but I just took my last name as my middle name, and it's kind of my version of a hyphenated name almost. Like
mm-hmm.
I don't know, because I am an Adams, and I like Shem's obviously not prepared because he's very traditional to take on the hi Dad. Yeah, I got it.
Since it's for you, I'll let it
Hey,
go.
we're rolling. It's okay. Oh, thanks. He's taking it back. He's gonna make more cookies for me, maybe. Anyways,
Wild, I like it.
featuring Scott Greenleaf, my
See this
father.
feminism going on? This man is just making cookies for her while he works.
Yes, bring me more cookies.
No.
Cookies roll around here. No, women rule the roost.
That's
The
not
Greenleaf
feminism. I'm
family.
sorry.
Speaking
That's
of
funny.
feminism, Erica,
Yes.
explain.
Okay, so my name was Erica Ann Adams before I got married, and it was Erica Ann Adams after I got married. I don't know, it was like a pretty hard choice, but I also felt like pretty early on I knew what the answer was going to be, because like I felt very tied to my name, like very, and I think we all do, and I think everyone does, but there was something about my name that like I feel like whenever I was having moments of like low self-esteem or like really doubting myself, I'd be like, I'm Erica freaking Adams. And then I would just like go do it or like something like that. It's also the same thing of just like you're in this culture, like your family culture, and it was super strong. And I just remember Dad always like, you know, talking about what it was to be an Adams, you know, to be part of this family. And I don't know, I like thought about all the reasons why people change them, and I just didn't think it, for me personally, was a good enough reason. Like I didn't like the idea that I was doing it just because it was what people do. And also like, cause I personally didn't find any reason to do it. Like I felt like it kind of represented the marriage Matt and I wanted to have too, which was like, we're both very different individuals. Like I don't know, individualism is so freaking important to me, but like we wanted to be two individuals that were just doing life together. And I always thought like, oh, I can change it later if I, you know, change my mind. But I just like, I don't know. I don't know. It comes back to feminism, because I don't think women should be pressured to do something unless they want to do it. And if they want to do it, I would never judge anyone for taking, you know, someone else's last name. But I just like felt like to be true to myself, I couldn't do it. Like, because I didn't want to, you know, because I didn't want to do it and just be like, I wish I did it. And in my mind, I would be like, I wish I did it. And it wasn't just because I would always tell people it was because I didn't like the sound of like Erica Kramer. Like, it wasn't even that. It's just like the fact that, I don't know. It was like I was losing a bit of myself and I just couldn't do it. So, yeah. And I don't regret it, honestly. And Matt didn't care at all. And like, honestly, if he had cared and been like, you can't do that, I would have been like, guess we're not getting married because don't boss me around. But yeah, he's not the type of person. So, but yeah, he didn't care. I think more people outside of our relationship cared more than we did.
Yeah, isn't that funny how
So
that
odd to
happens?
me. Yeah, like, who was it? I don't know. Like family members cared, and then I don't know, people were like, oh, that's so progressive. And I'm like, okay. I don't know why. I don't know. It was just odd to me. And the whole idea of was like hard. I don't think it was that hard for Mom, but like I didn't necessarily like her, like seeing her, like it's not like you leave your family, but for me personally, like the symbolism of that was like, I don't know, a little too much. Like I feel like already you're going into kind of this new area of your life, and I don't feel like I need the stress of like leaving my family with it. And I'm not judging you guys at all, but it's just like my personal, you know, beliefs on that. But
no, and what you're sharing, I definitely identify a lot. Like kind of I talk about Mom, you know, like I'm very young and I'm like leaving my family, but the thing is like and it's like so important and it's so easy to kind of lose yourself. Like you still have your first name, but it's like your last name, and especially with our family, is your identity. It's a part of you. And by taking his last name, you know, I definitely kind of felt that way a little bit, but by keeping my middle name Adams, like I don't feel like I've lost it. And as we'll talk later about, you know, bringing it, like what we're going to do the next step with our children, how we're going to name them, you know, that's kind of still relevant in it too. But yeah, it is really important to keep yourself, and how much a name has to do with that, you know, that's like on a very individual basis.
Exactly.
But so but just keeping your own identity. And Shem is so awesome because it's like, geez, like I am really young and I've feel like I'm going through a second puberty right now. Is that crazy? like 20 something is like especially being married, I'm just like going through a second puberty, and I'm like changing so much, guys. Not my body anymore, but my like internal. Guys, I'm growing. I'm growing with thing though. Okay, so yeah, no, but my internal being, my attitudes about life, my goals are all kind of shifting, and so is my identity. But I don't feel like I'm losing the Adams, and I don't feel like I'm being overcome by Greenleaf, although that is my last name. It's definitely a balance. But like you said, you know, that's definitely true. It's very easy to be overcome by this new identity and lose yourself. And I think, yeah, that's kind of maybe is what is either a product or repercussions of the cultural pressure to change your last name.
And there completely is. Like I felt that from like the just like what other people were saying, and like they're like, you didn't change your last name, that's weird. Like, okay.
That's
and
so funny.
Also, yeah, it's weird. I don't care. Like, shut up.
Like, seriously, I don't know who really cares. That's like,
well, I feel like a lot of people feel like they have ownership of what they call you, even though
isn't that
your
so
name.
funny? That is hilarious to me. Like, people love nothing more. So many people do this and I'm sure I do it. Like, if it's anything that Abbott Brothers song, disclaimer, I have no rights to be following lyrics. What's that one? I didn't like most people. They love to talk on things they don't know about. But it's like, people love nothing more than to like correct you or comment on you about the things that have like the least to do with them. Like marriage is the biggest one, and then like raising children is like, people love to give advice on those two things, but it's like nobody is in the right at all, or could even begin to give good advice on something that they have nothing to do with. Like, it's a marriage, it's two people. Like,
well, and you also know that people who share that view, I feel like a lot of the times of like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, I don't feel like they have a strong opinion on why. Anyway, and then one other thing, I think also I was very emotional at that point. Like, I feel like I had seen both of my sisters get married. And at that point, like, that's kind of hard as a younger sibling, honestly. It's like, you feel like you're losing part of your family. And I know I'm not, and like, it's something you have to like fix, but
it's hard.
It's like, it was hard for me. And I felt like, I don't know, it was hard. And I felt like people were like leaving the family, even though I know I feel like come to terms with that and it's good. But as a younger sister, that's just kind of what happens. And I just felt like I didn't want to leave mom and dad, and I know you guys did not do that. Like, it was a very emotional time, so I was like, I'm not going to do it. Anyway, Sarah, do you have anything else, though? I feel like we talked a lot, and I feel like there might be some more ideas that you have to share.
No, I just enjoyed listening.
Okay.
But we could talk about baby names. Not that I need okay, disclaimer.
Okay, I got my list. I got my list. No, this is me.
Any baby names right now?
You guys, I have my list ready to go. Well, actually,
also, disclaimer, I'm not having children for like at least 7 years, so.
Disclaimer, I'm going to make all the babies. Hold on. Shem and baby names. Shem is very picky.
Maybe we should go back and forth so we don't over. If you say all of your baby names and we have ones that overlap.
No, that's what I'm going
first.
Actually, no, that's not something I wanted to bring up, because like, I don't think it's really fair to say someone claims a name because. Well, I mean, just like, I think it's a free for all until a child is born, and then what else? But I don't think it's a big deal if cousins have the same names.
Sorry.
It's like, what can you do? Like, I don't really care. It would be, more than anything, it would be confusing. And I'm thinking, how many Sarahs there are. Like, think of the issue at work with having like 2 Sarahs. I imagine trying to have that with just having 2 Ericas. I have a sister-in-law who's an Erica, and you who's an Erica. I mean, it's such petty problems, but it's still like inconvenient.
So problems.
Yes, it is. Okay, guys, I got my list.
Okay, fine. You go first.
Okay. So, like I said, Shem's super picky about baby names. So I literally, anytime he says something that we like, we'll meet somebody, or we'll hear a name on a show or a musical artist or something, and we're like, hey, we both like that. I write it down on a Google Doc, because Because I would literally have a Google Doc for this because I know I'll forget them first, and secondly, because there's the list seems kind of long, and I'll probably change. Most of these are the ones Shem kind of likes, mostly likes that I kind of met on. But anyways,
Yeah,
so boys,
Okay.
boys, I'll show this to my future children and watch them have none of these names. That'd be funny. Okay, boys, we have Warren. I'm reading that out loud, and I'm kind of Hudson.
Yeah,
I think we both like Hudson.
I did not think you
Yeah.
would like that name. That's so weird to me.
Shem likes it too, but I like it. I think like the Hudson River. I think it's something that's strong and like powerful. It seems like a very masculine.
Never even
We
been
have-
to the Hudson River.
I don't care. It's not about that. I like it because I think it's a strong masculine name that I don't know anybody that has that name, so I don't have any preconceived notions about the
That's
name.
true.
So okay, and then this next one that's my favorite. It's actually named. It's actually a name of one of Shem's ancestors on the Greenleaf side. His name was Captain Silas Holt Greenleaf. And
You're not gonna name him Captain, right?
I'm gonna. First name Captain El Capitan. No, Silas Holt. I don't know if Holt would be the middle name. I don't think it's not like one name, but Silas.
Holt is kind of a cool first name.
Holt
maybe.
is cool. I love Holt.
Holt.
Okay, but honestly, when I think of Silas, I
Don't
think
say it.
Siler.
Don't say it. I know I'm
Yeah.
I think of Siler from
saying
Heroes.
the same thing. I know.
Okay, it's fine.
But not
he
that.
just cuts people's brains out. It's fine.
But
Don't
I'm
worry
saying
about
yeah.
it.
Holt X
He's smart,
Greenleaf
guys.
sounds cool.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's another thing. So with our children, I was kind of discussing this Shem the other day, but instead of giving hyphenated names like I would like to, because they are Adams and I want them to have that same identity as Adams, I want to give them the middle name Adams, which I don't know if that's crazy or not,
No,
but I want to give them
That's what the Trelawneys did.
really.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Trelawny's
that's
are
another
our
one. Leon.
ancestors, by the way.
Leon is our favorite name right now.
It's like lion.
Because
yeah.
I think, yeah, makes me think it
Makes me
kind of
think of the
echoes
Mindy
back
Project.
to Trey Leon. Oh, well, don't think about that. That's awful. Don't edit that out. Nobody needs to think about the Mindy Project. Okay, so I don't like that show. I don't like that show.
That's okay.
I love that show. The first couple seasons were bomb.
Okay,
She's so fun. Okay. Sorry.
Leon, and then Shem actually has an ancestor named Leon. But I would want to give him, the middle name Adams, and then Shem's like, I don't know, I want them all to have different names, but I was like, just give him two middle names. Shem has two middle names, and he complains about it. But I'm like, so what? It's just like two initials.
It's okay.
Like,
I
what is
figured
it?
out how
I
to
don't know.
bypass this. First
How?
one is going to be named Adam. That's the only way you can do it.
That sounds perfect.
Adam Snow. Adams. No.
No.
Adam Smith.
Adams.
I
No.
Nailed it.
Am I an Adams? No. Oh, brother. Ooh,
I've
okay.
been doing this for too long. Sorry, keep going.
Girl.
Okay.
I want June so bad. I want
No,
June.
I'm naming my kids Juniper, so I can get it
Juniper,
too.
no. I want that name.
So I came to a realization that I have to keep in mind the last name of Snow. So June Snow doesn't make any sense.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. That sounds like a hippie name a little bit.
June Greenleaf sounds even freaking cute.
Oh, that's too cute. I can't name. Okay, well, first off, I can't. Honestly, I'm gonna have kids last, so
You get the
We'll
leftovers.
I'm also naming my kids after trees. So Juniper's in there. So
You know what? That was actually an issue. Is Juniper Greenleaf? Because I like ethereal names, but it would be kind of silly to be like. It sounds like almost like a Native American name, like Wild Horse Greenleaf, Juniper Greenleaf. Like it.
It's a bit of cultural appropriation.
Oh, I'm on the wrong radio show.
we're not on a radio show.
Whatever
It's
this
a
is.
whatever show. I don't know what this
on
is.
this-
We'll see who sees
anyway.
it. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, same.
Anyways, so we're staying away from like plant names, but Hazel, I love Hazel that's on here, and I want it. I want a little Hazel.
No, so I'm thinking January, but I can't because that's just too silly.
January snow.
That's so cute. Please
Own
do
it. Just own it.
Okay. So one of my names is Cedar. I freaking love that name, and it sounds good for a guy or a girl, so I'm cool with either.
You should make their middle name Lebanon.
Why?
Why?
Cedar's Lebanon.
What's that?
Oh my gosh, never mind.
No, wait,
Cute.
say it, and then hopefully we'll be able to say,
That's
oh
like-
yeah, I know what you're talking
That's
about.
like
so we
what's
sound
on like the
intelligent.
Lebanese flag.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah. I feel like
I think it's
That's
in
a
the
cool name.
Bible. I don't know.
Let's not try to quote Bibles right now. Anyway, but Cedar, I love the name Juniper, but I get it. I mean, also it's Juniper. It's not June. So, and
Okay.
I for me, I want it because like grandma was really, she was an important lady. But yeah, Juniper, also Sage. I freaking love the name Sage. I like Kale, but Matt's talked me out of it.
Oh, you little hippie children.
I'm not gonna have kids anytime
Question.
soon, so it's fine.
I have a question. What are your children's last name going to be?
So I literally thought about that when I was first getting married. I'm not having kids for 7 years. Let me just keep, or probably 10. Let me just keep saying that.
You're just
I'm only
challenging
20,
your
I'm gonna-
uterus to get pregnant.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's how it works. I'm telling you.
That's true. Don't fight it.
So
No, I
mom
need to fight it.
That's what mom says.
Nope. It's gonna happen.
Mom and Dad, we're not planning to have a kid for at least a year. I'm trying. And
Anyway, don't talk about it. Anyway, I don't want kids anytime soon. I don't want little monsters. I'm good. Anyway, little beautiful monsters, I guess. You know.
for the record, did you just call children monsters? That's really rude.
Yeah.
I was a kid. I know I was a little freaking monster. I was an emotional little tornado, okay? I just ran around yelling me, saying mine, and just like, kicking. I remember in elementary school, I was so emotional. I literally just kicked a kid in the shins. Kicked them with my cowboy girl boots. That was the worst. No, anyway. But I've thought about that. Like, back to what we were talking about. We were talking about if I'm going to name my kids, last name of Kramer. And I feel like at this point, that's probably what I'm going to do just because I don't, it's like, I don't know. I feel like as time goes on, I'm always growing. I'm always learning new things, kind of like developing my values. And I think I'll decide later, honestly. But I'll probably just do Kramer. But also, let me just talk about this real quick. I have a friend whose middle name, he has like freaking 12 middle names.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That whole family, they have a lot. Well, I guess he has the most, too.
Awesome.
They
It's
have
so
cool
awesome. Like,
names.
basically-
I should just take all their names. They have the coolest
Pascal.
names.
I might name one of my kids Pascal. Anyway,
I thought you said
basically-
Costco.
Pascal. Honestly, that's what
I'm naming my
kids
first
do.
child. Yes.
Y'all
I
are
like Costco so much.
I can have my first.
I can name my kids Kimchi and Costco. Anyway,
Kimchi is actually
and
cute.
Kale. And
Kimchi would be a cute. Kimchi would be a cute like nickname. Like, come here, my little
It's-
Kimchi.
Yeah, my her name was Kim, but then like I don't know. Again.
Anyway, again, like
Kim
Yeah,
goes on the not favorite names list.
Fair
I'm gonna put that next to
so
any name starting with B.
Okay,
So
sorry,
my-
Pascal, go on.
yeah, my friend Pascal, his parents made it so each kid that they have gave him a middle name. As a child, they gave him a middle name.
Yeah,
It is the freaking
so cool.
coolest thing.
They're
So
a
his
cool
name-
family.
I probably shouldn't say his name. But anyway, it's cool. Let's just say one of his middle names is Carnivore, and it's the freaking cool. It's just so cool.
Yeah.
So he's a middle carrier, which is really fun.
Legally, I'm pretty sure.
Legally, and he's actually vegetarian, which is quite funny. But anyway, it's just the coolest thing, and I actually feel like I would do that because it's like then you have like every part of your family just in your name, and it just I don't know. We'll go back to the other stuff later if like people are gonna get made fun of, or if it's like you're dooming your child by naming them this. But anyway,
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like I have like more girl names from like family history I've done.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
Margaret
We have some.
is mine.
that's cute.
Yeah.
Please do it.
That's cute.
That's something you would name. I feel like we aren't even allowed to pick that. Like that's such a
What
unique
if-
name.
What if I call him Marge? Hey, Marge.
I highly suggest that.
I'm just gonna be that crazy auntie that calls her Marge.
Claire, I'm gonna join in on you on that one.
Yeah.
To get both of us.
She's gonna be so
You know what?
confused.
My brother-in-law took all the cute names. Yeah, they have like Olivia and Sophia and Fiona. I love Fiona. They have the cutest names, so I'm like, darn it.
Oh my gosh,
They got-
Atia. I love the name Atia.
Atia?
Atia.
How do you spell that?
A-T-Y-A.
Oh, there's a taco place called Oteo.
No, Atia with A-T-Y-A.
Okay, I don't think that's the same thing. Well, but then I
Anyways.
want to do like mythology names, but obviously I'll have to save those for animals.
Odin,
Odin, Thorin.
Well,
Thorin,
there's too much of this,
Thorin.
like, you know. Never mind. I'm not going to go into it, but there's.
Honestly, screw them.
I don't know.
it's your
Your
heritage.
mythology is a little.
It's your heritage, Sarah.
Oh, wait, yeah, they're
I'm
pagan.
not-
Yeah,
I'm not-
They're not pagan. They're not.
I don't know.
Keep going.
But Athena
get
is the
it.
coolest name, and I'm so jealous my name isn't Athena. And apparently, there are people who are named Athena, but they're weird.
Yeah.
They're usually Greek. I met Greek
Really?
people. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Or I met someone who's Jewish whose name is Athena.
And I'm
Othina
not Jewish, and
or
my name is
Athena?
Sarah. So there we go.
Anyway, yeah. I'm trying to think of other names. Most of mine are trees. I might name one of my kids Sequoia. I might.
I love that.
Well, then you would nickname her Koi, and it would be so
Oh,
cute.
little koi
Oh,
fish.
that is pretty cute. I'd make her a
Oh,
koi
Evelyn.
fish. Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Interesting.
I'm taking Evelyn. Evelyn. I don't know how to say some of these. These are some Shem literally is like he's like making up names. It's very important to him that our kids like don't have the same name as anybody else, which he has a very unique name, Shem. Have you ever met someone with the name Shem?
The Bible, not the Bible.
It's
You have
the
met
Bible.
them.
Yeah, have you met Shem? That's interesting.
That's like
Yeah.
asking, have you met someone with polio? Oh, I took that too far.
How is
I love it. I love it.
Vaccines!
Oh,
I'm just going to talk about
okay.
some other time. Sorry.
That would be
That's
another
our next-
conversation.
That should be our next
Yeah.
show's vaccine.
I think we can almost wrap up, but maybe let's talk about pet names really
Okay.
quick. What would we name a
Yes.
pet? Because those
Oh my
are
gosh.
fun.
Why are you going
What's
to end
that
on that
name?
question?
Well, because the other one, I feel like it's like a whole nother section. We should just have a thing about family
Okay.
history.
Wait.
Yeah, we should.
Guys,
Okay.
I met a dog whose name is Corianne, and I would freaking. What if you named your kid Coriander? How cute is that?
Aw, Spices is a good way to go. I should name all my animals after Spices. That'd be cute. You have like a little coriander,
Spice.
sage.
We want to name a dog after Ötzi, the Iceman, like that was stuck in the ice, who was apparently murdered.
Wait, he was murdered? How'd they find that out? They found I didn't never heard that.
Well, I think they figured out that he murdered some other people down in the valley, and he came back.
Freaking murderer, you deserved it, man.
And you're gonna name your dog?
Ötzi is a cute name for a dog, I think.
He's
Ötzi.
adorable.
It sounds like something I could see Grandma June saying that about a dog. Like,
See?
I know. I feel like Ötzi the Poopsie.
Lapsang.
I don't.
I'm gonna name my dog Lapsang.
Aww.
Wait, does that mean anything offensive?
Probably. It's probably super,
Let's just say-
super
look,
like
guys, don't know what
racist.
we're talking about.
Culturally,
Okay,
What's
yeah,
our
explain.
Our
grandma-
grandparents, their dog's last name. I mean, last what?
and well,
What did I just say? Restart.
and well after that dog passed away, Grandma still. None of us ever could have lived to meet that dog, but Grandma still talked about him all the time.
Was it a him or a her?
To him.
I don't know.
Oh.
Who knows? It's just
I don't know what it
it's
identified as. You can't ask me that.
Good point. Good point.
You should add that up too. Anyway, I love that we named your dog Honey. She's so cute with Honey.
Oh, honey.
honey.
Justin made that out actually.
Can we have a whole show? Well, no, because he wanted to name her Pooh. because Pooh Bear.
Pooh Bear.
Because that's what we were into.
And
That's
we were
what
like,
they're all
Justin,
into.
No.
Pooh. Pooh is cute, but can we find another character? Pooh loves honey, and then
She's Honey the Pooh.
yeah, there you go. And then the little puppy that passed away, we named him Piglet. That was cute. Anyways, sad note.
Winnie and Piglet.
Okay,
Oh,
although we're not going to touch on like family history and stuff, I just want to point out that our people were nomadic. That's the takeaway from
we
looking
can
into
talk about
our
it a
family
bit.
history. Yeah,
I mean,
like
but like, that's the thing. Yeah, it could really be its own show.
okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, yeah, but we can all agree I like to pull from genealogy names, like, cause like people in our family, I like our kids' middle names to come from family history, which is kind of traditional.
I'm the opposite. I'm feeling like family history names go first is like the regular name, and then fun names can be in the middle, especially for girls.
Heck yeah, give them someone. And if they want to, they can go buy that.
Yeah,
Does Creston
exactly.
care? Creston care
Yeah,
about your baby?
I'm sure he has lots of opinions, and I'll be very grateful for them because I'll be crazy. And I'm really grateful for Dad kind of
Being like, don't give your kids weird names.
telling Mom not to do anything.
I'm not gonna talk. Yeah. I don't know how he's gonna feel. Sham's got some crazy names, guys. I'm telling you, he's like literally making up names. I'm like, babe, that's just a sound. It's not a name. Like,
Matt's talking about naming his kids Nehemiah, but that was in high school, so I don't think he's gonna do that anymore. He wants to nickname them Nee. He always would say, "I wish my name was Nehemiah, and you could name me Nee." I don't know.
Like you
a
took an
biblical
arrow
name.
in the knee.
No, it's a biblical name. That means you get married. That's what Skyrim means. It's when you get married. Not when you actually take an arrow to the actual knee. Sorry.
wow. I mean, that's a
Oh,
whole.
we need to talk about what we're obsessed with. Show and tell.
Oh yeah, is it show and tell
Yes,
time?
yes, yes.
Can we do like a special little jingle? Like,
Yeah, we sing it.
it's show.
This is show and tell.
There you go. Do it again. Do it again.
It's show and tell. With the Adams sister.
Yeah.
Adam's sister.
Please believe that.
I have no idea how that will show up.
The audience claps now.
Yay! Okay, Erica, do you want to talk about what you're obsessed with?
When I'm obsessed with the song. I'm so obsessed. So basically, no, mine's pretty
Is it a
big.
lip cat? It's a lip
It's a
cat.
lip.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
tiny little lip
Do you have
cat.
to like hold it against the camera like this? Like,
No, honestly, those
you can
things
see
suck. I've seen
the
people
focus.
wear
Okay,
It's also
them.
focus. Is
They
the
come
focus
off
okay,
really-
guys?
Don't show that.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
This is my washi tape. So what I'm obsessed with is really stupid, but like Matt and I were trying to find games to play together because we have like got really, really sick of Civilization really quickly. So I was like looking at, cause I weirdly, cause I like go to school and work, but I was like trying to find other things to do, and I got really into Dishonored, but then I wanted to find more games. So we found this game called Don't Starve Together, and it is so, you guys gotta get it. It's
That
so
sounds like my
fun.
life.
Don't start together. Yeah.
Things are rough, guys. Things are rough.
But it was originally a game, and then they made it like a multiplayer game that you can play online on servers with. But it's like the art is really cool. It's like Tim Burton-esque. It's like, I don't know. So basically what you're doing is like going through the forest and like trying not to die. But it's really fun to play together. But yeah, that's just like my weird little thing. I don't know. I like weird little indie games like that. I honestly, hey guys, update in my life. I actually might want to get into computer science so I can actually work with video games. But I'm not positive yet, and I can make it. But we might edit that out too because I might change my mind because that's just how I am. But yeah. Anyway, so a weird video game I've just been into.
That's awesome. Don't starve.
Don't Starve Together. I'm trying to make Jeffrey get it, or we should all get it and play together because you can play with a
That
lot of
sounds
people.
like fun.
Well, when you buy it, you get like a free one, so you can send it to someone else. So if you guys get it, you can send it to each other. Anyway,
You have to buy it
yeah, it's on
with
Steam.
money.
But it's not very expensive.
Yeah.
It's like I think it was on sale. It was like maybe $12 or $14.
Sounds like it's worth it.
Well, just know that I love you guys so much, so I'm missing an Age of Empire 2 little game right now.
God.
But it's okay. But
That's
I don't know. Video games are fun.
that's
Video games are
so
fun.
fun.
I've like weirdly gotten more into them. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
who's next?
Okay. To me?
Claire.
Can I go?
Claire.
Okay, guys. So my thing recently is a book. I know. I learned to read. I
Do you
went
have it
out.
so you
I
can
took the
focus
leap.
it with the camera?
Yeah. So this here. If you could look carefully.
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah. So I got it in a, what do they call those when they get a bunch of makeup and they test them all at once?
Box?
No.
Subscription box?
A haul. I don't know why you could edit that out.
I watch a
couldn't
lot
figure
of
it out.
channels. Kidding.
A haul, guys. So I had this book haul. I got all of one books, and it's not new at all. It's like the super old, not super old. It was like in the 90s, I think it was written, but it's called The Artist's Way. And you guys might have heard of it. It's really popular, and I feel like I've literally been under a rock. And then I popped out, and I'm like, whoa, here's this book. So my friend showed it to me, and it is amazing. So it's called The Artist's Way, A Spiritual Path to Higher Creativity, which sounds kind of crazy. And the book kind of is crazy, but that's exactly what you need. So it's specifically designed, it's like a program kind of, where like you go through every week. Like first the book kind of talks about like where creativity comes from and self-discovery and crap like that. But then you go through each week and you have like certain challenges. So like you have to, like one of the things that you have to do every single week is write morning pages, which are basically just like a mind blurt written out on paper every single morning. And then another one of the things is taking yourself on a date where it's like nobody else can join. It doesn't have to be expensive, but you just have to take time with yourself. And it's great. And so there's a ton of other little challenges, and in between every week there's like a little bit to read about and learn. And I love it. It's designed for artists who are like recovering or like people with writer's block and stuff like that. But it's really amazing for like self-discovery or self kind of, like I said, I've been going through like a second puberty, which is so annoying and weird, and just kind of like figuring myself out and what my interests are and what my goals are and whatnot. And this book has like been so helpful with helping me just like recenter. So it's an amazing resource. It's really fun, and it's like a great excuse. What the heck was that? Was that on your part?
I think it wasn't. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a great resource for like just recentering yourself. And it sounds like a bunch of hippy dippy crap, and it kind of is, but it's an awesome resource, and it's fun. It's fun. It's a great excuse to really just spend time with yourself. So
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I have not heard of it, so
I got
I'm
this in
gonna
my
have
library.
to.
It's like $15 on like Amazon, but I just got it from my public library.
Mhm.
So
And you can get it near you at your public library.
yes,
But you don't
available.
have to take my word for it.
Advertisement out.
We already had a
I love
placement.
reading Rainbow. I really.
Yeah. I
We should have
listened.
had little like clips, like little illustrated clips as you were
agree.
reading,
Oh.
talking about it.
I forget about
That
that.
would have been great. It's just like a picture of like a mountain on the front. I don't know, and like cranes flying around. Not really helpful image.
Yes, always praying.
But anyways, Serenity.
Sarah.
Sarah, I'm so excited to hear Sarah's. Woo!
So it's not really new because I've kind of been obsessed with it for a while, but I'm just coming out about it. But I
know
love
what it is.
Francophile. Francophile.
What?
Francophile.
What is that?
What?
I love France.
France.
You always would be like, oh, the French.
I
Her
know.
white flag is waving, guys.
here it is. No, so
Let's hear it.
So it was a book I got a while back. Was Tips for Madame Chic, but now I have the other version. So there's like a sequel. Yeah, there's a sequel called At Home with Madame Chic. And so I'm kind of obsessed with Jennifer L. Scott's like body of work, of just not the book, but she also has like a blog. I mean a vlog called a vlog.
Like, what? Like me? I don't
Called The Daily Connoisseur. And anyway,
That
I'm
sounds
just
familiar.
like I'm trying to like break myself out of
Wait,
this
sorry.
room.
Did you
Okay.
say daily woman sore?
Daily
What'd you say?
Connoisseur.
Oh, I like it.
I'm a connoisseur of life.
Keep going.
Woman
Sorry.
sore.
What were
Sorry.
you saying? Go back to what you were saying. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so the Daily Connoisseur is kind of her ongoing vlog from that book. But she talks about like basically being fabulous and probably not slumming around in a sweatshirt. You know.
I feel like the French would
But-
approve of that sweatshirt.
Well, but then I'm also trying to work on like not being so obsessed with the idea of like the fancy Parisian lady because it's kind of not realistic, and it's also like I'm an American, so I gotta be American.
I get it. It's like one of the stereotypes of like women. I feel like that's like very like in media. That's something that's always a thing. Like, oh, you're the interesting. You're good, Matt. Hey, it's Matt. He made me dinner. Feminism. I'm kidding. I'll come out. Oh, can we make veggies?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyway, sorry. I'm so sorry. But I know what you mean. Like it's like the stereotype of like the pixie dream girl, and there's the French woman who's all cool and has messy hair.
Her stuff together.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought Parisian stuff is all about like casual, like leisurely,
Well,
but
it's-
still.
it's effortless.
Yeah.
Like that's what it appears to be, but like it's a lot of like thinking it through
It's
before you
what?
go into something.
A lot of effort. You mean?
Sarah, is it worth it? It's like doing your makeup so you look natural when you're just not.
What? What are you talking
Okay,
about?
well, tell us. So what's
That's
this
what I'm
book? Tell us-
saying. It's
What's
supposed to
kind of-
look like you're not trying to hard. Sorry.
Yeah, but I just like it because like she brings up good principles to like use in your real life to try to make it nicer and just like treating it like your life is special. It's a special occasion. Be special.
I do appreciate that.
Top notch.
I love it. It definitely looks effortless, but perfect.
Yeah.
Like you put all the effort in looking effortless, and you were successful.
Yeah, it looks great. I also am still confused. I really thought you said woman sore. Like I was like woman sore.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's a book. Can you name the book again?
At Home with Madame Chic by Jennifer L. Scott.
Is that available at public libraries?
It should be available at a public library.
Yeah.
That's where I
Sometimes
originally
I feel
got
like
the
you're
first
an
one.
old soul. Restart.
Oh.
Sometimes I feel like you're an old soul, Claire. You go to your public library. You don't just get a book
It's called
on
being
Amazon.
poor, darling.
I went to my public library.
I know. I'm kidding. I go to my school library, but I'm not.
No, I literally looked at the book I was gonna buy on Amazon for $15, and I'm like,
No.
$15? No. Oh, the hat is gone. We could reveal her actual head shape.
What?
It wasn't her head this whole time.
This was the whole reveal. I just wanted to do this whole thing to reveal my head. Here you go. This is what it looks like. I'm kidding. It's been too long. I need food.
Do we have the
Okay.
technology to have a little woman sword dance across the screen right here?
I might be able to figure something out. I have an editing thing, but I don't know about a specific woman dinosaur.
Yeah, make sure she,
Whoa.
You can blur them if you want to.
Why are you being mammal-centric?
Oh.
Mammals have mammary
yeah.
glands. Dinosaurs
actually-
are birds, so...
Yeah, if they were birds, that makes no sense. Wow. Fact check. I'm completely wrong.
The
You're
whole Era
siren.
video can just be about that.
There's a
Uh-oh.
siren.
I hope you make it.
I hope they
Oh,
make
make
it.
it. Yeah, that's what being an Adams is all about, guys.
You cheer on the emergency services.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, okay. So I guess I'm going to wrap up. That's our show. I don't know what kind of show it was, but it was fun.
Woo!
Sweet.
Anything that we talked about, I'll try to link into whatever's down below. I'm guessing YouTube.
Because people say that, right?
Down below or up above. I'm going to have to put a link right here. Right there. So
Signing
who
off.
first?
Love
Signing
you,
off.
sisters.
Love
Can you do the jingle? Can you do the jingle, Erica?
I don't
you. Do we have another jingle?
It was a jingle for the sharing time. I'll have a jingle
Oh,
for this.
do another one.
Sisters.
Sisters. Sisters.
Sisters. Then everybody.
Oh.
Okay, we're done.
I was doing that, but that works. Let's cut that all out. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.